If you're someone that struggles to sleep at night due to anxiety, stress, or maybe you just can't switch off and you genuinely don't know why, then come join me for this relaxing yoga flow. All you need is a yoga mat if you've got one. If not, just find a comfortable space on the floor, piece of wall space, and if you want to, you can use a nice eye mask for the relaxation at the end. So hop in something comfy and we will get started. Okay, so we're going to start on our backs. So find a nice comfortable space with your back flat to the floor, like so, knees in the air. You're going to bring your soles of your feet flat to the mat, knees facing the ceiling, and we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths here just to begin with. You can have your palms on your legs, out to the side, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're just going to start with 2 big deep breaths, starting from the base of the belly. Big inhale and exhale out the mouth. One more time, inhale from the base of the belly. And exhale out the mouth. Good. So from here, we're going to bring our knees out towards our wrists and the soles of our feet are going to come together, making a butterfly posture. If this is uncomfortable with the soles of your feet together, just bring your feet apart slightly. We're aiming on stretching out the groin here. So this is a nice restorative pose. It's good to just relax the hips, the lower back, the groin. Just release any tension in the body. And same again, we're going to take a couple of deep breaths in this position. When we're stressed, a lot of the tension is held within our hips. So it's nice to just open everything up. If you're feeling particularly anxious, you might feel more comfortable with your palms on top of each other on your belly. Maybe you're not feeling very open, that's completely okay. Or maybe you want to open yourself up, or maybe you already feel open, in which case have your palms facing upwards on the floor. Let your body position dictate how you feel. And we're just going to inhale from the base of our belly. Feeling that belly button pushing in towards the spine. Chest lifts. And exhale, push the belly button out like a balloon. The chest deflates, good. And we'll do 3 more breaths here in your own time. Just listening to the rhythm of your own body. The faster you're breathing indicates more physical stress within the body. The slower you're breathing indicates the less amount of physical stress within the body. So when we talk about breathing in yoga, the idea is just to calm the central nervous system, bring everything back to harmony. So just really focusing on your breathing. Good, and then when you're ready, we're just going to bring our knees back to centre, facing the ceiling, and bringing the soles of our feet flat onto the mat. And from here we're going to come into happy baby posture, so we're going to grab the outsides of our feet like so. And we're just going to pull our knees in towards our chest slightly, so you should feel that stretch within the groin and the hips. If this is uncomfortable, then you can rest your palms onto your shins. You don't have to bring them up to your feet, just listen to your own body, see what feels good for you. And if you can, bring in the knees up to your armpits, just really stretching off the hips. A lot of this flow is focused on the hips, mainly because of stress being built up in this area. Good. And again, we're going to hold it for 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the belly, feeling the chest expand. And exhale, feeling the belly pushing out. Listen to the body, if you can feel any niggles or tightness, just breathing into that. And if at any point you're in pain, just come out of the posture. Good. And one more deep breath here in your own time. Good, and then we're just going to wrap our arms around our legs and just hold ourselves here for a second. Just continuing to breathe. Good, and then from here we're going to take our arms out into a T shape, and we're going to take our knees towards our right wrist this time. So we're going to come into a supine twist, so dropping the knees towards the right wrist, and then we're going to look over our left shoulder. So we're getting that nice stretch in the shoulders as well as the hips, the lower back, the neck. This posture is really good for lower back pain. 84% of the UK population suffer with back pain, generally down to lifestyle and sitting a lot and not stretching our muscles the way we're used to. So therefore they do become tight, and this is just a really good way to stretch it all out. Again, just breathing. Good, and then from here we're going to bring our knees back into the centre, keeping our arms in a T shape, and then we're going to bring our knees towards our left wrist this time, looking over our right shoulder. And again, we're just stretching out the other hip now, the other side of the body. Good. And then from here we're going to bring our knees back into the centre again. Give ourselves another big hug. Give ourselves some self-love. Thank yourselves for doing this today, for showing up, for doing something good for our bodies and our mind. Do some circles with the knees, massage the lower back. Good. Go clockwise to begin with, or if you started anti-clockwise, that's fine. Just do the opposite in a minute. Just really feeling that on the mat. How does it feel in the body? Can you feel any pain in the lower back? Might feel some crunching, that's all normal. Good, and then once you be back in centre, we'll go the opposite way. Good. And then when we be back in centre, we're going to roll ourselves onto our left side. So knees down onto the mat, left ear onto the mat. And then we're going to bring ourselves onto our belly, like so. And we're going to come onto a version of thread the needle. So lying flat on our belly, we're going to bring our arms out into a T shape again. We're going to start with our left arm. We're going to thread it through past our right wrist, like so, keeping our left ear on the mat. You can bring your right arm overhead, or you can simply keep your right palm down by your left elbow, whatever feels comfortable for you. But the aim here is to stretch out the left shoulder. You can intensify it if you want to, or you can stay here. I'm going to bring my arm overhead just to get more of a stretch. And then just breathe here. If you feel that you can't get much of a stretch there, just bring the left elbow back slightly, and you then should feel that on the left shoulder. You can bring your nose towards the mat. Again, you'll just feel it that little bit more on the left side. You can bring the forehead to the mat. We get a lot of tension in our shoulders, especially from stress. If you ever notice you get pain in the shoulders, we do tense up when we're stressed without realising it. So this is a really good way just to release any of that tension. Good, and then on your next exhale, you're going to bring that right palm in, push yourselves up slightly, and then thread the right arm through to the opposite side. Again, you can keep the right ear on the mat, or you can bring the nose to the mat to get more of a stretch in the shoulder. Now keep that palm by the right elbow. Good. And then from here we're going to walk that left palm back to centre. Bring that right palm onto the mat as well. We're going to push ourselves up into a child's pose. Just relax here for a minute. Bringing our hips to our heels. Having our arms overhead. Just cocooning ourselves. If you are feeling particularly anxious, wrap your palms around your feet. Just really cocoon yourself here, giving yourself a big hug. Or maybe you feel like you want to release. Just bringing them arms overhead, stretching out the shoulders, releasing the hips, the neck, surrendering to whatever it is you need to let go of. If you do feel like surrendering, bring your elbows to the mat, bring your palms together in a prayer position, bring your thumbs to the base of your neck, getting that stretch in the shoulders again, and also in this position, this body language of letting go, opening up, releasing. Good. Good, and then when you're ready, we're just going to bring our palms by our knees. Gently push yourselves up, and we're going to finish off with our legs up the wall. So spin yourself round, find a piece of wall space, and then we're going to bring our bum as close to the wall as we can, and then just bring our legs up. You can keep the soles of your feet flat to the wall with your knees bent if you wish, or you can bring your feet up so you get nice straight legs, whatever feels good for you. It's a nice restorative posture, just to change the blood flow in the body, release everything, reset. I like to think of it as lava lamp pose. You know, you're changing what's going on inside. The change of blood flow. It's good for varicose veins, for blood pressure problems, for cellulite, all of these things. Just doing simple postures like this, it really helps to just recenter everything in the body. You can keep your palms on your legs if that feels better for you, or if you want to open up and completely surrender, bring your arms out to a T shape. Just allow gravity to pull you down, make you feel heavy, relaxed, released. And we're just going to breathe here. At this point, if you have an eye mask, you can put it over your eyes. Do a bit of a shavasana here. Just completely switch off to the outside world. This is your time now. Feel the sensations in your body. Can you notice anything changing from this posture? For me, I can feel tingling in my feet. My palms are a little bit cold. It's all part of it. So allow yourself to breathe, noticing the natural rhythm of your breath right now. Maybe you are anxious. Maybe just noticing the thought patterns that you have right now. Are they true? Does it come from fear? What can you let go of in this moment? Just allow yourself to completely and utterly relax. You're exactly where you need to be. You don't need to be anywhere else in this moment. You've done so well getting this far. You deserve time to just completely allow yourself to relax. Notice any sounds that you can hear. Anything you can smell. Anything you can feel. Anything you can see. Just become completely present. Appreciate your body for what it is. Relax in this posture for as long or as little as you need to. When you feel ready to come out, just simply bring your feet back to the wall if you had them straight, or if you've had your legs bent, just bring yourself into a big hug again, wrapping your hands round your shins, just giving yourself one big hug, thanking yourself for showing up today. And when you're ready to come out, just rolling yourself onto any one side and just cocooning yourself here in a ball for a moment. And then when you're ready, just pushing yourself up into a seated position. If your eyes are closed, keep them closed. And then when you're back in a comfortable seated position, just gently blink and open the eyes. Thank you for joining me on that nice relaxing flow. I really hope it's helped you to just unwind and relax, and hopefully you sleep well. If it does help you sleep, please do let me know. I really hope that helps, and thank you so much for joining me. If you've got any questions, please do get in touch. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.